Hello, everyone. Welcome to One Global Movement. Thank you all so much for being here. And I wish you guys the very best. And some of you are already maybe at night, and some of us in the morning, some of us in the afternoon. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to be here with us, because we are investing in our youth, our children, and of course, families. Thank you guys so much. I just want to remind you guys, for the reason, our mission here, which it comes from the scriptures that says, speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor, the hungry, and I add the homeless, the abused, the oppressed, the disabled, and the needy. This is what life is all about, because there is nothing that we can do in life without these things, because a lot of our children, a lot of our young people are confused in the world. They don't know what to do because they don't even know how. They don't even know where to go. They don't know where the information is. And so we are here to do just that, to help these young people. So thank you guys so much. Please, if you have not already done so, like, share, and subscribe, so that we can get this information, these tools, into the hands of children and young people and households all over the globe. So thank you. I can see John Barilla is here. And so we are in the series, Oh Bless O-CADEMY Revolution, part 55. Why is education considered the key to unlock an ocean of opportunities? Education, education, education in everything we do, not just classroom education. And we are here today because of Unpassive. We are using Unpassive products to educate ourselves, and these products are for the future. We hear Mr. Ashmufara says, I am building this for the future. Who are the future? The children. And we are lucky to be part of those that are benefiting too from that future, isn't it? So thank you guys so much for being here. And Dr. Benny, the stage is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can we all mute, please? Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Mundih, for giving me this opportunity. I just want to greet each and everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all our brand ambassadors. I hope you guys slept well last night. I want to thank God for bringing all of us together. And I want to thank Him for sending our visionary to you and I. So today, we're talking about education to our children. Education, I will always say, to me, without education, I am nothing. Nothing. Education is the key to success. Without education, I don't know about you guys, I am nothing. To be good is not good enough. You have to exceed expectation. Education is a process of acquiring knowledge, skills, and values through various means. It can be formal and non-formal or informal. Formal education is structured and takes place in an institution framework such as public schools. Non-formal education is also structured, but it takes place outside the formal schooling system, while informal education is unstructured, learning through daily experience. Education is a wide phenomenon that applies to all ages of groups, and it comes in many forms. It can be classified into levels, such as early childhood education. Education is important for our children because it helps them develop various skills and abilities that is essential for their personal and professional growth. Education enables our children or students to think critically, creatively, and imaginatively. It also exposes them to new ideas and opportunities. Education allows children to learn from their experience and also their mistakes. Education empowers children to set and achieve their goals. Children are the futures of our world, making education crucial for them. Their knowledge is what is going to keep our world alive and flourishing. So, during childhood development stages, the importance of education is stronger than ever. It is a time for children to learn social and mental skills, and it will be crucial for their growth and success in future. Education at childhood also offers what? A chance for self-discovery and learn their critiques or their unique interests. In conclusion, by learning from our younger age or from our children, children are given the chance to start building goals and for themselves. Education means having the logic to set your mind to something and achieve it respectfully. Education is everything to not only to our children, but to each and everyone. And education is for you to keep learning every day. You can go to the internet and look for something that is happening all over the globe for you to learn. Assignment is being given to our children to do. So most of the time they go home and they do their assignment. When they go home now, they go to the internet, or some of them go to the library. So education is everything to our children. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. Education, education, and more education is a lifelong process. Thank you so much, Dr. Benny. That is very, very powerful. Yeah, I'll wait for the panelists to give their contributions, please.
Okay, no one is going. I will go. I would just like to agree with Dr. Benny that education is absolutely a key to an empowered and enlarged future. You can't do anything without it. Education is, however, not just book learning, as we've said many times here. Education is the lifelong process of acquiring knowledge, skills, and values through formal and informal means, which is what Dr. Benny said, empowering individuals to understand the world, contribute meaningful to society, and continuously adapt to evolving challenges. Can you imagine what Academy will be doing for our future generations? They have it at their fingertips. If they think of it, they can come and learn it. It encompasses not only the transmission of information, but also the cultivation of critical thinking, creativity, and a sense of social responsibility. Education does open so many doors, we can't even think of it right now. My favorite little young activist from Pakistan, she says, the content of a book holds the power of education, and it is with this power that we can shape our future and change lives.
Yep. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so much said in different terms. What Dr. Benny brought today, very powerful. And seeing it in different terms, it makes it even more powerful because why? We understand things differently, just like our children, and to bring it from different perspective and from those who are even in the field, like the young lady from Pakistan that you just quoted. That is very, very profound. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, ladies.
Yes, thank you. You got to give me a chance to unmute. I've tried. Mine gets stuck sometimes. I don't know why. I apologize, but I got it today.
Okay, good.
I don't know. Maybe it's just my computer. I think it's my computer myself because I'm really looking forward to getting a new one.
That's good.
And that's going to be wonderful when the apples come in. Hey,
exciting.
Yes.
Oh, it's exciting. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's see here. We got the key to unlock an ocean of opportunities. Simply, to me, knowledge is power. When you're educated, more doors open for you. Education reduces poverty and hunger, addresses social inequalities, empowers women, and helps each individual reach their full potential. Every child has the right to education and a bright future, yet education remains a privilege to many. The GEM report and the UIS show that 244 million children and youth between the ages of 6 and 18 worldwide were still missing out on school in 2021, Of that total, more than 118 million were girls. All of our children deserve to learn how to read, write, speak, and listen. Education is not a luxury for just a few, but all children worldwide. Education develops critical thinking. This is vital in teaching a child how to use logic when making decisions and interacting with people. One example is boosting creativity and enhancing time management. Education helps our children also learn how to discern right from wrong. All of our children deserve to start life off right. And education is where it starts. The ultimate goal of education is to help our children navigate life and contribute to society once they become older. Education is very important for all children, and our children deserve an education. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yes,
you, Corrina.
it
Thank you.
eliminates poverty, hunger. It
Yes.
eliminates homelessness. Education eliminates a lot of the social ills that are affecting our children. This is so profound. And we're going to, it's all about education here and really guiding our children, our young people towards tools that they can use, because everything in this life, it's written in a book. And if children don't know how to read it, the best things are in the book. They are buried down there in those books. If our children don't know how to read and write, they will not be able to get this. But even when they are hungry, handing a meal is not just enough to hand that meal to that child. How did you get that meal? How can they get it? How can they do it by themselves? This is all educational. And it doesn't matter. Sometimes people can, for some reason or the other, they might not know how to read and write, but they can follow directions like diagrams and follow it, kinesthetic learning. Follow it and do the things that will still help them. That is still education. So no education is more than the other, especially in this time and age. Education is very important. People who cannot even just see, you see, they read the Braille, if I'm pronouncing it right, the Braille reading,
Braille,
they
yeah.
feel it with their hands, and they still, that is education, because there are all kinds of ways, especially with our products from Unpassive, we have ways that there is no child that is going to be left behind without knowing how to read and write and fend for themselves. Thank you so much. Esther, your turn.
Yes, thank you.
Esther, you're muted.
Have my computer.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for your wonderful contribution on this topic, education. We are really talking about the importance of education here. And we know that when you are not educated, it is really, really a problem. Education brings development. We all know that. Education the importance of education cannot be overemphasized. It is just the way of life. If you want the development of a community, if you want the development of anything, education is the key. Education is the gateway to earn money. Education improves, if you're somebody that is into research and anything, it can help you do more research that is meaningful, that can help the development of a place. Education creates awareness.
Sorry.
Education creates economic development. Education reduces poverty. Education creates better jobs. If you are educated, you have put yourself on a level that it will give you that which you want. If you're not educated, you will end up doing some menial jobs that people will start looking down on you. Education gives you a lot of opportunities. Education gives everyone confidence. If you are educated, you will see that you will be confident in anything you are doing, and you can stand out in the society. These are one of the things education do. It makes, for people also, education makes you to have a critical thinking mindset. Education helps you to build creativity in your mind. Education also empowers everyone. It gives you that power, and it produces good citizens in a nation. Education gives you independence. In summary, you can also say that education can lead to your personal growth.
Yes.
Finally, education gives resources for good health. If you are not educated, you might not know that you are neglecting your health. And when you are educated, you will be able to carry those around you along and make them to understand and know the things you know, so that people will live longer.
Yeah.
So education with any nation, any country, any society that have no educated people around them, you will see there will be no form of growth in that community, in that nation, in that country. So education is very important. And it helps us in a home where people are educated. You see that everybody there have the opportunity to stand on their own. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much,
Okay.
Esther. Thank you. It is often said that the pen is mightier than the sword. Instead of fighting, instead of using the sword or the gun or some of those weapons of mass destruction, you use the pen. And the pen is the education, is to write. And it is so important that even if the children cannot continue beyond high school, it is so important that these children attain high school, get their high school diploma, because then they must have learned the foundational skills on how to read and write and how to do their own research, how to fend for themselves. And, you know, President Nelson Mandela puts it so clearly that education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world, not by fighting, not by punching people. No, it is education, because when you put things on paper, when you advocate for yourself, you are also advocating for other people. So it is so important. Education, education, education. It is like a magical key that unlocks numerous doors of opportunities for our young people and children and for families. It equips them with the knowledge and skills needed to navigate the world, make informed decisions, and pursue their passions. Education provides a stronger foundation, empowering children to develop critical thinking, just like the panelists have said. Esther just said it again. No, problem solving abilities and creativity. In practical terms, a good education opens up various career paths, various doors of opportunity, enhances job opportunities, businesses, and increases the likelihood of financial stability, not just stability, financial overflow. Because when you are educated, you know how to diversify your investment. You know how to create different funnels of income for yourself and your family. And nowadays it's even made easier, especially for all this, our artificial intelligence and high technology. It becomes even way better for our children. You know, they can manipulate those things. So let us teach our children, instead of focusing on watching news that is not going to help them. Not to say they shouldn't watch news, but need to pick and choose what they're watching. Or instead of just playing with their phones, that same phone that they are playing with and watching things that are not healthy for them, it is that same phone that they can use to educate themselves and look for things that can excel them. So education, knowledge expansion, skill development, a lot of great things. So anybody that has any other thing, you can add it before we go to appreciate our audience, please. Maybe Dr. Betty has more.
What I know about education for our children is that it is really good for them to go to school. And it is also good that despite the fact that they go to school, when an assignment is being given to them, I expect the parents to assist them. Although we do understand that some of our children, they are more smarter than the parents. But if our parents are more knowledgeable, they should at least assist their children. The reason is because when an assignment is being given to these kids, the instructor will utilize that particular assignment to give them a test. So if they don't do their homework, how do you expect them to pass that test? It is crucial for our children to educate themselves. The reason is because first, most of the time I always say, these children are our future. So you and I will leave the world. And what happened to them if they are not knowledgeable, if they don't educate themselves? How do you expect them to even get a job? You understand? So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, Dr. Mundih.
And I understand that a lot of us, I saw it from my parents. Some of them don't have the financial stability. They have a lot of financial constraints as to where to educate their child. And some parents in some culture, they begin to pick and choose. Should I educate the male child first or the female child? But the tendency, as we all know, around the globe, even right here in the United States, the male child is given the highest opportunity first before the female child. So we are urging everyone, because the female child contributes to the economy, to the global economy. The female child contributes to the financial stability of the family. They contribute to the education of the children, because most children, they look up to the mother. It is just a natural tendency, because most children, they'll say mama, mama before papa. That is the way God created it. And we are urging each and every home, every household, to educate all children, paying close attention and equal attention to all the children, because those that we are neglecting, those are the ones that can even do better. Those are the future leaders that we don't know. And so I am talking from my own experience and education here. Especially when the child knows how to read and write. We want them to be able to know how to read and write. Even if when they are blind, they can read with their fingers. But if they don't have the parents don't have the finances for them to continue, education goes into learning a trade of your choice or doing a business. You are not different when you learn a business. You and being educated in that business, you're not different from somebody who has a PhD. We all are the same, because those experiences, they are going to help you. And always read, attend seminars, read, have a book to read. Don't just sit and expect things to just come. When you can be self-taught and you widen your horizon, and that is how it goes. Have some books, have a library, start building a library as young as you are for your children. But it can only be done when we do it, right? When we are doing it. Yeah, Mr. Kuma is here. We are on the topic of education. Mr. Kuma, I can read the topic to you. If you have something to share, then you can contribute. It says, why is education considered the key to unlock an ocean of opportunities?
One thing I would like to add before Mr. Kuma gets ready about education is some quarrels and some enmities we have in families, in homes, most times comes from some family members are educated and some are not educated. So in that instance, you find out that anything the elites, let's say the elites, the educated ones do in the home, the other ones that are not well educated always pick things from their behaviors that they use to continue to create problems and quarrels. So in such families, I think they should try to understand, the educated ones should try to understand the level of intelligence of those ones that were not properly educated. Instead of following them toe to toe what they are saying, try to put yourself in their shoes. Did they get the knowledge you have? You just need to try to balance things, follow them the way they are, and try to mellow down instead of following what they are doing and continue to raise issues and quarrels in families. Try to be the matured one there and try to make peace.
Thank you so much, Esther. You bring to mind one incident, but it's a bad incident that happened in our village, where these people come from a very rich family. But you know, by nature, some people cannot, there is a term for that. I don't know if it's dyslexia or the inability to learn. And these people, they're so wealthy, but this one was not educated, but he's doing business. He has his own money, but the other ones were picking, the other siblings picking on him. What did he do? He committed suicide. And that is so
Wow.
bad. And so the thing is, don't pick on your siblings or other people in your community because they are not educated. It's a piece of paper. You have this piece of paper, you do not have the character, the moral,
Exactly.
the spiritual, moral, and high ethical standard. This is a piece of paper. It can be torn away and thrown in the bush because you're not representing that education. The thing is to have high quality moral value. And we have to teach that to our children because if we do that, what is that? If we don't do that, that means we are not teaching our children the right thing. They will, because if we teach them, they can have 10 PhDs. But when that moral backing is there, children will be apt to support other children without laughing at them. Oh, you don't have an education. I was laughed at, but that's why I was so determined to have that education.
Yeah.
But you know what? Education means nothing if we do not teach our children, bring them in the moral way. Thank you so much, Mr. Kuma.
Yeah. Thank you that you have given me the opportunity. And first of all, I must say to all of you, the great lady, they all are the source of energy. Believe me. And I also want to thank to Almighty God that due to His opportunity, I'm here to speak in front of you all. So thank you to the Almighty God, and also thank you to you. And as far as the topic is concerned, education, my God, this is one of the blasting and most appropriate tool to change the whole world. And believe me, this one is the only tool by which you can change anything and everything in this global arena. Because education is the only way by which you can change the overall perspective of any personality. So this is really something very broad point. And if I take it very precisely and very concisely, so I must say that education is the only ladder by which we can get them educated, we can give them that what to do, what not to do, what is ethical, what you should do or what you should not do. Because the main thing that you have given me, that this is actually the ocean. Yes, indeed it is the ocean, and it gives a multiple opportunity, numerous opportunity, evidence of the opportunities. So opportunity does come through the education, and as well as what you have raised the issues, Dr. Mundih, you have rightly said that male child and the female child. Yeah, many more countries, even in India also, the male child is given an extra privilege, or we can say given the extra, you know, preference other than the a female child, and that's really very unfortunate. And I believe, but here in India, one thing is also there, that we believe that we are highly accustomed with we are saying all the little child, especially the female child, they are treated as a deity, because when they are having below than 12 years, people actually, they just worship them. I don't know whether you are knowing or not knowing, but here is a Durga Puja. This is a kind of tradition. It is going to happen, especially in the Eastern India. So there, all the little girls are to be fed by the puja. Puja, it means the worship. In Hindi, we used to say puja. So worship is to be performed, and then after any worship is to be executed, through the, offering some, meals, or you can say the food items to the only and only female child. So this is a kind of respect, which comes from the tradition. It is not a modern thing. It came from the, thousands of years in India. So this is and it is really morally, ethically very nice thing, because we are actually giving first priority to them. Then only any other person will get the or feed other people. So this is the thing. But the education here is also one proverb is going to be very, very, astounding manner, that if a girl is to be educated, it not only educate their own family, but it educate the rising family as well. Means upcoming family, the next family. And believe me, these are the things which really have a greater sense, because male child can only, get educated, and he will, do all the, belonging things and everything. But if the female child will be there, so where she was actually, and then after marriage, where again she is going to the another family, interlinked to each other, and that impression is going to be most versatile. Believe me, it is going to happen. I'm the witness of that. And another point I must raise, that education itself is the biggest thing. Education in any field, and especially the child, because we are here to nurture the child and their mindset. Because I strongly believe that it really works, because initially nobody is, having that much of, consistency to, educate them, but put proper guidance, the proper, just like we require the nutrition in each and every day to, to getting a better body and everything. So in the way, likewise, education is also a consistent effort. By this thing, we can only give them a kind of, a mindset, because mindset doesn't come singly. Mindset comes through the rigorous practice. If we are keep doing, if we are, trying to, give them the, task and everything, then only it is going to happen and become to be an educationist. Because I know that Dr. Mundih, you are an educationist. You are also, done the PhD. So it is not very easy. And as you have said that in your village, nobody like you. So what does it mean? You have struggled a lot, and your grandmama has given you the ample opportunity. She actually, gives you the importance, and how the seed has been generated in your mind. Somebody has given you the opportunity. Somebody has helped you out. So in the very same way, if we are really, working hard and seriously want to, to uplift, then only it is going to be happen, and then only it is to be fruitful. What we have, thinking about, because thinking is a different parameter, and executing is completely different from the thinking. So both are there, but we are trying to overlook all those things and trying to give the best of best solution. So thank you that you have given me the
thank you so much. This is so important. I am so happy that you came and you spoke. You spoke from the heart of a teacher, because you see it, you live, and you see this.
Let me say one more thing, because I'm a big fan of, Dr. Benny. So without speaking to her, I'm not feeling that I'm completely, able to. So thank you, Dr. Benny. To see you here is very nice to me. Thank you. You have made my day.
Thank you so much. And yes, thank you. One thing that I must just say quickly is the program that he is describing, One Global Movement, is writing it out as a shadow adoption. where you don't only educate your own children, but we'll write it, we'll talk about it. And then education here, when I think about some countries that I've traveled to, and that's something that I see even in my own village, education is going to eliminate female genital mutilation, because that is a very strong abuse practice in certain cultures in the world. It's going to eliminate breast grinding. When a little girl is having breast at a very young age, breast grinding is so cruel. It's so painful, and a lot of time these kids are being infected and they die. So education is going to change a lot, so that the female child will know that, you know what, I can educate myself, and I can use my education to change a lot of these things. So thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for being patient there. And yes, our man Ads is here. Kusha, thank you so much for being here today. And we have Sagarika, thank you so much for being here. And John Barilla, hello everyone, and welcome to One Global Movement. I am on the subway traveling to an appointment I have in Coney Island, part of the city I don't get too often. It's
chilly by the ocean.
The ocean shore. Stay warm, John, or you stop at the police station and ask them for something.
Yes, stay warm, John. It gets cold by that water.
And Corrina is saying greetings to all of us here. And while I'm reading this thing, please, I am going to be sharing the flyer everywhere. Dr. Bagad, LD Bagad, is our Titan for tomorrow. He is a professional, a medical doctor. He knows a lot about children. We want people to share this flyer and sensitize the public, especially if our children don't come, we come and learn it and go teach it to our children. This is how we educate ourselves. Not just reading the books. You come and see somebody who knows, who practices it, who teaches people, who works with people. He is coming tomorrow, and we are so happy to have him. And greetings all sister panelists and our gracious attendees to One Global Movement, where we speak with heart for our children global. I like that hashtag a lot. We should copy that. Thank you. And then John Barilla. Hello, everyone. Please feel free to comment as usual and contribute to your point. And Dr. Benny, welcome as usual to all our people in One Global Movement. And I am on, okay, we read that. You are on the subway. I thought you were going to eat Subway, John, but that's good. Education is one pillar to leveling the playing field as our young people enter the world stage. And it is only through us. How are we living? How are we loving these children? How are we carrying our conversations with them? Friendly, playful conversations. Sometimes I play with my son, and then I see that he's too powerful. I say, "Oh no, I'm your mother. Please don't please don't." You know. He said, "Mommy, but you're still strong. You're still young." I said, not like you, please." And our sister, Susanna, how are you, pretty? Thank you so much for being here. We love you. Thank you. And Melanie is contributing in the chat today. Melanie, we see you. We see you. Yes. Thank you so much, Melanie. Thank you. And Yvonne is greeting to Queen Melanie in the chat there. And Melanie says, education shines a potent key. The key that shines, it's like a light, illuminating for you to open doors to boundless opportunities in a world where opportunities are often few for the underdeserved. In addition to facilitating intellectual development, it is true. It is true, and sometimes they used to pick and choose which school this child should go, which school this child doesn't have to go. I must tell you this. When my son was looking for admission to go into university, I said we should go to the U of M, which is here, about an hour drive from here. He said, "Mommy, I don't like that school. There's a lot of noise. It's too overcrowded. I want but the countryside." And he is a very peaceful boy. Even the highest school of engineering and technology in Massachusetts, he refused. He said, "Look, there's a subway there. What is the subway doing around the school? I don't want to go there." So we went to Iowa. It's in the suburbs. You know, education for every child. No child left behind. No matter the child's level, no matter their physical or mental disability, it is so important. This is what One Global Movement is going to do. Pay attention to the unique child. We're not rushing here for money. We're rushing to provide quality for children. Attention. It doesn't matter the background. You did not create these children. You did not create these parents. You don't know what these parents have gone through that they cannot educate these children. So we have to be here to pick behind these children. Thank you so much, Melanie. I am so passionate about this because I know what I went through before having an education. And I know that a lot of children are still suffering and going through a lot. Educational opportunities can also foster individual liberation and collective progress. Yes, certainly.
That is true.
Yes. And there is something that they don't involve in a lot of countries now, but it's coming up little by little, which it shouldn't be. They don't want women to be presidents or leaders, and they put it word of mouth, but they don't want you to make it very absolutely possible that you don't become that leader. That's wrong. Women will lead silently. We cannot fight physically. That's okay. But we know the way God built us, we can do it. Even just the spirit of a woman can do something. So let us give our young girls the opportunity. One of the hashtags here is #educate young girls. Educate young girls. Educate youth. Educate young girls. So very powerful presentation, Queen Dr. Benny. And education is indeed one of the most impactful keys to unlocking doors for our young people. Thank you. Shut. These scam people are calling me. Stop it.
Yeah, you have no control over what other people do. Unfortunately.
Oh, shut. I hang up. These people are terrible. They just keep calm for no reason. So thank you for the wonderful presentation, Dr. Benny. Yes. And we have Sajib. Gosh, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. And Melanie again says, yes, education is everything for our children. You are great women
queens in the house.
Yeah, you are too. You really make us be what we are. And thank you, Dr. Benny, for always welcoming all the audience and the panelists here. We highly appreciate that because this is the best gift we can give these people who are coming here. This is the best gift I can even give anybody. This is the best gift each and every one of us can give anybody, is to really say thank you and welcome, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And
hey, don't you be stepping over me. I'm saying something nice to you. You read that now. No.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I thought I read yours sometimes. Okay, I will read it. Queen Corrina, just want to give some appreciation to you, my sister, Dr. Mundih, for all you do. Thank you so much. And I thank you guys because you guys are a part of me. Nobody's an island upon themselves. Nobody.
We got to give you some love.
Nobody's an island upon themselves. If I was doing this by myself, I don't think I would do it several days in a row. But because you guys are here to commend me, and we have a king here that we are hoping he's going to bring more kings here, so that he's not the only king here to have all of them. So, but thank you so much, Corrina. Corrina said you have to read it. Good. You stood up for the children. Great job, Sister Esther. Thank you. And
always,
thank you, Sister Esther. You are on point that education leads us to independence. You don't depend on people, You see, I'll give an example. I always give an example that I've lived it. My son started working at 15. So my mom is fond of, our mothers are like that, right? Even grandmothers. They'll be putting this money here in this little purse here, and then they'll give it to this person. They'll tie it at the end of the wrapper and put it in. My mom is doing all of those things. I said, Mom, I opened an account for her before. And then I took her out to go to the ATM because it was close. I said, Mom, go take your own money. This is what you do. If you don't know, they'll help you in the bank. My mom will go and take and put there. Now, you say, if something happened to me, you see this bag? It's for this child. This one is for this grandchild. I said, Mom, use your money. Use your money, Mom. But that is their own way of showing love, right? That is their own way. Independence. So that children can have their own independence. But they don't know that they can let that money go out there. They use it and invest some and even grow it better. But that's their own way, how they know how to. Absolutely. But now that we know, because education, let's take a child. Right now, like the 10 chicks per child, that's education. Come and see how these children are happy. I don't want to take their pictures and expose them here for right now, but they are happy. They are happy because they know this is my own thing. It's for me. Nobody's going to take it away from me. Independent. Very important, Esther. Thank you.
Yes.
And Dr. Benny, I want all our panelists as well as Mrs. Melanie for your extraordinary contributions. Respectfully, thank you, Dr. Benny.
Thank you.
Thank
Absolutely.
You so much. Thank you. And then Corrina, I must read this, Corrina.
Yeah.
Hashtag education. Hashtag knowledge is power. Hashtag academy. Hashtag unpassive. Hashtag strength. Hashtag O bless. Hashtag O-CADEMY.
Hashtag
Hashtag every good thing.
Hashtag every we go on forever.
And hashtag every child deserves education. So
deserves sane education.
Oh my God, I love these hashtags. I'm going to copy everything down so we can be using them.
Yes.
Even on Facebook and all.
I'm sorry, Dr. Mundih, didn't you give us those hashtags? I have a whole list of them that you gave us. You gave them to us.
I keep researching.
Not those ones more. I did those out of my head.
I keep researching and bringing more.
I usually do out of my head.
So fantastic presentation, Corrina. That is what Melanie is telling Corrina. And thank you, Sister Melanie Mel. Oh, that's a French name. Melanie is a French name, though. Vous parlez français, il faut parler de français. You should speak French. I appreciate you. And then thank you so much, Corrina is saying to Dr. Benny. Thank you. And then we have our man, Good Time. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. We can see him putting the hand like this to turn on the YouTube channel. And then Corrina says, hello, Brother Divya. Thank you so much for joining us every day. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, sir. We really highly appreciate you. And you're the one who is going to promote that flyer so that most of your Indian friends will come and support Dr. Bhagat.
Yes.
And thank you all for joining us today. Please come to see us tomorrow as well, if you can, on our O-Connect platform. Yes.
It's
Dr.
really
Bhagat
awesome.
for tomorrow. Yes. Hello, Dr. Benny, Dr. Yvonne, Sister Corrina Lanz, and Sister Finn. Yes, thank you so much. Summer Show. We highly appreciate you here. And if I'm missing any new person, please let me know. We have Shabana. How are you, Shabana? Welcome to One Global Movement. Very, very grateful webinar. Congratulations, all of you. We need to appreciate this because people who speak different language, look at their writing. They are doing great. You see that? I love that. And remember, One Global Movement goes twice a day at 8 p.m. where we start with music, fun time, and dance, and then before we dive into the topic for the day. So if you guys have time, stop by and let us play music. If you have any good music that for children, number one is our own passive music, and then we have Bob Marley, One in Love, because he talks about children, he defends children. We play Bob Marley a lot. And then Levi Mamabolo also brought music for children. Very beautiful. They are fighting for children, a lot of things. So we have fun, and it's beautiful. Hello, Soparna, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. We love you. And we have
Soparna.
Soparna say, great sharing. Yes, thank you so much. And she's clapping for us. And
thank you.
We have Shabana. Congratulations, all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Come again. Tonight we also have it. So, John, I have reached my destination and I am getting off the train. Thank you all for coming today. Keeping us updated.
Yes.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
Yes, indeed, John.
And then Esther is saying that education is the key to success. It removes inferiority complex and boosts one's confidence. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And then we have a Deview. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for your valuable sharing about education in all respects. You all are amazing, especially Dr. Yvonne Mundih, Corrina, Sister Yvonne Finn, sweet Sister Benny. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Deview. We love you.
This is time.
Yes. Esther says, you may not realize that education starts from the womb and continues through life. One learns every day, nonstop. It started with my son. He will bomb me like this when you start reading, and he's happy. Children are happy in there when you start reading to them and rubbing their stomach with nice oil, Dr. Kuma. When you're
I enjoy that. I mean, I would enjoy that. You can read me a book and rub my stomach. I love it.
Yes.
I sleep well that way.
And now the last person is our managing director, John Barilla. Yes, we have an O-Connect tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for One Global Movement. Join us, please. No YouTube tomorrow. O-Connect only at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Link in O Founders Back Office webinar section.
See you there tomorrow.
Dr. Bagad, LD Bagad is coming. He's a professional with children. Please come and listen to him. And he's been doing a lot of great work in Unpasi and in the Bagad International Group in India, which we want to support that group. All of us here should be supporting that group because they are also doing great things that are also impacting the lives of our children. So thank you guys so much. In the absence of anything, I will give our closing remarks.
Oh, before you do that, did you read everything? You did not read mine on the chat. How come?
Oh, which one is that, sis? Highlight it.
I can't. You're the only
one. Okay,
which
one is that? Just read it. Shout it out.
Okay, no problem. Education opens the door for our children and helps them to grow into responsible adults. It also helps the children to develop their talents and abilities. It also gives them the opportunities to make a better life for themselves. That's it.
Oh, thank you so much. And that is very powerful. Yes, you know, sometimes like Corrina called me, when I read one or two from panelists, I skip and then I go to other people. But thank you for catching that important one.
Yes, thank you.
That is powerful. Thank you. All right, guys. If it's one global movement, it is for children. Children, and young adults. We are here with you. If you're going to be watching this in YouTube or whatever, please know that we are here. Are you struggling with academics? Are you struggling to decide your major? Are you struggling to know what your heart's desire is? Are you struggling with maybe bullying or something in school? Please let us know. I can be with you. We can be with you in school. Because I have represented some students here in school just to be there to listen and take down notes to see how well we can help this student, not to fight, not to argue, but to just see what is the best way that we can do for these children. And a lot of times they've taken these children off medications, and then these children are doing so well because they had too much. They were looking for ways to send out that too much that they have. But a lot of times our teachers, sometimes they don't understand because they don't know. So we can be there for these children because we are mothers and fathers of the world. Whether we like it or not, that's if you are here, you thinking that you're just here, the whole world knows you now. They will ask, what is the other mother? What can I want to call the other mother or the other father? We are here as parents of the world, and we take it seriously. Every child, it doesn't matter. But it starts with us and it starts with our children. So our children, they can then be children ambassadors to also start taking this mission to other children in the world and in their school. So thank you guys so much. Remember to stay focused, stay encouraged, stay empowered, and always believe in endless possibilities. We love you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too.
Bye. You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Corrina. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, Mr. Kuma. Thank you, Esther. Bye-bye.